Yes, my dear. So let us start with accounting standard 4, events occurring after the balance sheet date. Actually, the name of the standard is even there is some more name was there, contingencies and event occurring after the balance. Even today also the name is like that. But what has happened? The name contingency is still there, but name only there. Contingency related paragraphs, whatever contingency related paragraphs, all those are shifted to accounting standard 29. An amendment when they made the accounting, when they brought the new standard accounting standard 29. 29 talks about provisions, contingent liabilities, and contingent assets. Getting my point? So all contingent assets and contingent liabilities are shifted to accounting standard 29. That's why even if you search accounting standard 4, except heading, no contingent paragraph is available. Okay, right. That's okay. That is a matter of time. When they'll remove, they have forgotten for a long time. They may remove it in the near future. So name is what, my dear? Events occurring after the balance sheet date is the right name so far. Correct? Right. Sir, but what is that? What is the event? What do you mean by which event? Occurring after the balance sheet date. After the balance sheet date means what? Balance sheet date means 31st March in India. Correct now. Why are you bothered, sir? 31st March, I am preparing balance sheet date. You are bothering after 31st March events. Agree or not? Right. True. Our point, that is what we are supposed to, correct now. We are supposed to focus on that matter little bit. Yes, my dear. Yep. Uh, Let us get in. You have to understand a lot, but conceptually and the other way around, this standard is easiest standard. There is no, I mean, what do you mean to say? Nothing great in this standard. Very easy standard. Shall we? Right. See, first thing, events occurring after the balance sheet date. Correct. Now, first listen perfectly. Then I'll give some time to copy. You copy it. Hope you understand. Right. That is the best option. So events occurring after the balance sheet date. Correct. Now, I told that. Which events are you talking? Is it small events or big events only? Yeah, always big events. That is significant event. See, accounting standards, if you remember day one, I told you standards are applicable only for material items, not for chiller items. Getting my point? Material items, matra, yes, only for material items, these are all applicable. Standards are applicability itself is material item. Right, that is the first point. Yes, let us focus on every word that is important. But before I go to the main words or something, let's look into some small situation. You try to think over it. General knowledge apply, not specific knowledge. General common sense apply. Right. 31st March 2022 is my balance sheet date. All my is this PPT is prepared based on 31st March 22 only, not 23. Stick to that. Doesn't matter to you. 31st March 22 balance sheet date. Correct na? So now first question. March month we have not provided the salary. Forgot. We are human. Accountant forgot to pass journal entry. Normally, what entry would you record? Salary expense account debit to outstanding salary. Do you record like this? Right. Now subsequently, first April or second April, you'll make a payment. That time, what entry do you record? Outstanding account debit to cash. Agree? Yes, exactly. That is what we do. But our accountant to Papa forgot. Okay. Now, when subsequently, obviously, you forgot that day, agreed. He realized that there is an error on April 5th when you are making the payment. Correct? Are you getting my point? I forgot the April 5th realization happened. Now, what should I do now? Tell me. What should we do? This situation, how should I handle? Tell me, even if you feel silly answer, also tell no first. Create, create suspense account. Oh, super. Next, back date entry you pass. Okay, but dated 31st March, you pass the journal entry in the books. Okay, fine, no problem. Next, any other solution? Reasonable solution? Correct. Exactly. One more question before you close this question. When do you prepare financial statements? On 31st March, midnight? After 12, you will start, right? No, I just want to. When do you start? Before 31st March. Evening, huh? After 31st month. The Yadina, which day? 1st April only will start. Why so hurry 1st April? Whose day? Correct. Why? What is the time when you are preparing financial statement? For what purpose? Tell me at least. For approval. Approval for whom? Approval with by whom? Board of directors first. After board approval, what you will do? We'll put budget in it. Then what you will do? We'll give it to members. It should be approved by AGM. Correct na? It is ordinary business in the AGM. Ordinary business. Correct na? Adda. Correct na? What is Adda? Correct no. A. Correct na? A for accounts. First accounts. That is financial statements. D for director. Correct na? D for dividend. Right. And A for auditor. Auditor is okay. You can put auditor front or back. That doesn't matter. Anyhow, auditor last day. Correct na? Yes. So you have to get the financial statements approved by the AGM. Correct. So AGM, what is the last date? 30th September is the last date. Normal time. You can go for extension. That is all different thing. I don't want to get in. 30th September you want to. That means before 30th September your financial statement should be ready. Agree na? If it is a listed company, generally 2 months or 3 months, so that I mean short period of time will be there for them. Yeah, listed company you have to close it very early. If you have listed company audits, you have to close it very early. Ignore it. All those things are different dates and all not relevant. For me, 30th September is the time. Correct. Now why should I start on 1st April? Not required. Urgency name, nothing. Aram se we can prepare. Listen. Next. First 31st March crossed does not mean that everything life is gone. What life is gone? Correct. Now assume physically. Last year book is one book, but this is one book. Current year this is another book. You forgot journal entry. Correct. Now what is the journal entry? Salary expense account debit to outstanding salary. Where you forgot? There. Correct. Now open the book. Go to last page. 31st March. You date it and write and close the book. That's all. Agree or not? Backdated entry. Yeah, this is backdated. You are writing on 5th April. Open that book. Correct. You forgot that entry now. Go and write their provision entry on 31st March. Payment entry you write on 5th April. Have you understood? Tallies, even if it is a tally also. Correct. Now go to the previous year file. 31st March date karo. Correct. Now you record it. Let it be even if SAP also. Yeah, with the permission of little higher level officials will have the permission to pass backdated entry. Everybody cannot pass. Below guys will not pass. Top level people will have the access for some time. They can do it. Backdate entry only you have to record. Or can I record in the next year, Nana? Can I record in 2022-23? Wrong it is. Correct, na? If you record in next year, what is the entry you record? Salary expense account debit to cash. Correct. Now that means March month last year salary falling in the next year. How is it true and fair? No true, no fair. Correct. Are you getting my point? At the same time, were we liable to pay to the employees in the last 31st March for the month of March? Correct. But you are not showing any liability in the balance sheet. Then how come that is correct? Are you getting my point? So all the angles, that is not at all correct way. So what should I do, sir? What should you do? Shall we record on April 5th? No way. That's why what are you supposed to do, my dear? Record backdated journal entry. That's all, nothing else. Go back to this because correct. Okay. Sir, how long I can write like this? Sir, after 10 years I forgot, correct, I remembered. They'll kill. Okay. There is a time limit of what? Till board of directors sign the financial statements. Correct now. Before it is sent to the AGM for approval, board will sign the financials. Till the date board of directors sign the financials, you have this facility. Like we can say books are open. If you forgot something related to last year, our book is still open. Go to the book and do it. Sir, after they sign also, sir, now I realize something, sir. Then what to do? No. After once they sign, you cannot come, sir. Whitener is this, sir. No, no, whitener and all you can't use it there. Finish. You have to book the expenditure in the next financial year. You don't have a way. That closure means closed. Closure means closed. Otherwise, you have to go to tribunal level permission. So many other things are there. The legal things. Nobody will go for that. It's okay, we record next year, like a prior period item or some other item we'll record. That also we'll discuss. Maybe after the break. Yes, my dear. Right? Yes. What is the entry you record? Old dated entry, what do you record? Right? Salary expense account debit to payable. Correct? Expense account backdated entry, you are supposed to record it. Yes. Subsequently, subsequently, when you make a payment, correct? Now, that day, salary payable account debit to cash at the one journal entry, you are supposed to record. Have you followed me so far? Right. Now, let's come to the mainstream. Mainstream. Events means which event? I told you it is only significant event, not every chiller event. Material, only material hai to we'll talk. If it is immaterial, sorry, we don't talk. Got my point? Exactly. Events occurring after the balance sheet date. Yes, balance sheet date for my example always 31st March. Actually, as per the Companies Act also, now you cannot have a different date other than 31st March. 1956 Act till 2013, you can have any day. Some Marwadi people used to keep my accounting in Diwali date. They used to have. That was allowed earlier, Amma. That was allowed earlier. That was okay. That is correct. Even today also, in small shops of Marwadi people, if you go, na, they will say. Telugu people will keep it like Ugadi is our year. Every religion you say whatever. That's I don't know exactly. They'll keep something like this. Nothing wrong in that. It was permitted by the law earlier. Because of the practical issues, now companies have said nothing doing. If you are a company, you have to be on 31st March. Then I am partnership firm, sir. You do whatever you want. But for a company, it's like this, right? So till what dates are? Till I told you, Nana, board of directors approval date. Till the board of directors approve the financial statements, you are supposed to do this job. Hello, understood? Exactly. Right. So board of directors approved means books of accounts are closed. Correct. Now, if it is not approved means books are still open. Correct, na? I hope you understand. Once it is signed by them, no more further journal entry. I already told you very simply. Now, let's get into this small situation. Yeah, we are talking about what, sir? This is 31st March. That is the financial year of 21-22. This is the financial year of 22-23. Books of accounts got closed. Hello, correct? All right, 31st August is this. Have you understood? Correct. So now what am I saying? There are significant events occurring between which two dates? After 31st March, that is 1/4 say, till in my all examples, 31st August, we close the books. Right? Whether I say, do not say, in all examples of mine, correct not today, we always close the books on 31st August. Take it. It's only from my side example. I hope you will be comfortable. Let's not change the date. Okay, 31st August. Books are closed. That means financial statements. Now, what am I trying to say? E-events are going to be classified into two types. What is that? Two types. What is that, sir? Two means first situation is called and what is that? Adjusting events. Which event? Adjusting event. Next is non-adjusting event. Sorry, what is adjusting? What is non-adjusting? Adjusting means you'll go back and adjust. Non-adjust means you don't adjust. You don't adjust means we'll record in the 22-23 financial year only we'll record. That's all simple. When is it adjusting? When is it non-adjusting? I'll talk about it. But for the time being, first, if it is adjusting event, when do you record journal entry? In which year? Let's talk in numbers, not previous year, current year. That is always confusion. Okay, number bolo 21, 22, na 22, 23 na. Yes, if it is adjusting event, we'll record backdated journal entry. Correct na? Affecting financial year 21, 22. Hello, I hope you understood. If it is non-adjusting event, what do you do? Yes, after 31st, I mean to say 22-23 financial year, we will be recording. That's all. But one small point is there. One small question also to you. In the month of April, my company purchased another company. Is it significant or insignificant? Correct. Now, purchasing another company and tomato na. Correct. We daily purchase. No. But nowadays, Reliance company ko no purchasing another company like tomato purchasing. They're buying only. Seriously, the accounts team ko you should do Sashtang Pranama daily. So many acquisitions. Reliance is becoming like so big and correct na? No, seriously, their expansion is dimension, direction are different. Too huge it's going to become very soon. Yes, they are purchasing in all the fields. They are there in every field. Reliance is there in the TV field also. Huh? Which one? What do you think? Geo Cinema, na? Not Geo Cinema. Huh? They are the main shareholders in number of companies which you don't know. I don't know. Okay. They are there in every field actually. You don't know, but outside you don't see Reliance. But they are the main shareholders. That's it. What you know is only Reliance. That's all. We know correct. Reliance Smart to Reliance. That correct. Na? That's all. Very few we know. Geo we know. That's it. No, they are into huge. Huge actually. Huge means huge. Say, we purchased in which month I told? April month. April 30th, we bought another company. Super. Significant event. You people told. Agreed. Correct. But it happened after 31st March or before 31st March? Right. Is it adjusting or non-adjusting? Shall I go back to last year and 31st March backdate entry? A few pages are left still. Correct. Now, let's fill that gap. No way. Correct now. Were you having any control on 31st March over the other company? No, then how can you say asset is your asset? Getting my point? You can't say obviously. That's the reason. I hope you understood, my dear friend. Correct? Right. What am I saying? Non-adjusting event, as you people rightly said. Correct. But don't I need, correct. You will not record journal entry on 31st March. Don't I need to tell my members who are going to come to AGM? Isn't it my courtesy? Correct. Now, when people, members will come, na, they will ask, "Kya na samajhara?" Correct, na? Obviously, they'll ask. When they ask, what is the matter? Correct, na? What's going on? What's up? Correct, no? What's up? If they ask, what should say? Message, not message. You have to tell, no. अरे बस 31st March तक anyhow paper में लिखा मैं बैलेंस शीट फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स में लिख दिया बट सब्सिक्वेंटली भी कुछ हो गया बड़ा बहुत बड़ा आइटम को हो गया कारण वी परचेज अनदर कंपनी वी आर वेरी प्राउड टू से obviously proud thing inform this to the members but you can't write it in the notes because if you write in the notes na people may take it wrongly already acquired करके ऐसा सोचेगा because you are writing balance sheet as on 31st March भी लोग कुछ ले रहे हैं इधर it may mislead that's why our accounting standard says अरे don't write in notes to financial statement board of directors wanted to inform you as a courtesy call let them inform in the board of directors report board's report is not part of financial statements let them speak orally in the meeting let them write one sentence in the one paragraph you can write it in the way where you can write that's all. So like that you can record it. I hope you understood exactly. So if it is material disclose it but where to disclose it sir where should I disclose notes to financial statements sir no but board of directors report of which year yeah 21 22 only next year why next year mein automatically books mein aayega no you are informing early. Correct. Something has happened, something significant. I wanted to bring it to your attention. Happy news, bad news, both, all news. Have you understood? Right. At the same time, when I say I might have recorded later, when I say significant events in the sense, is it only favorable event, unfavorable event, good news or bad news or both news? Both news, Nanna. This is favorable and unfavorable. We don't have something like only favorable will record, only unfavorable will record. No, it's not like that. The good thing also will take into account. Bad thing also will take into account. We are not dedicated to only one. Understood my point? Yes. Board of Directors report में record करना पड़ेगा. Now let me explain you what do you mean by adjusting, what do you mean by non-adjusting. Are you following me so far? Hey, are you comfortable? Fine. Adjusting, what do you mean by adjusting, sir? Adjusting, first I will give definition, but you will understand more and more. You will also adjust. Okay, right, along with the examples, but not with the definition. But read it, have some patience. What is that? A situation or condition. Situations or condition that exist on the balance sheet date. Correct. Now, situations or condition that exist on the balance sheet date and events occurring after the balance sheet date give more clarity or more information about those situations or conditions which were existing. Go through from your side 1 2 minutes. And one to rounds at least to slowly read. Reading not like spelling reading now. Should go inside. Try. Hmm? Have you read? What is it telling? Situations or conditions exist on the balance sheet date. It's there. You may be correct now. Say salary example if I take. Were you liable? Yeah, I was liable. People have worked for me in the March month. Correct now. Events occurring after the balance sheet date. I got to know. While paying, I realized. What is that? Is giving more clarity. What is the clarity? Arey boss, on 31st March, you had an obligation to pay them the salary. But you forgot, my dear. करके clarity आ गया. Then what you can do? At the time है ना, till books of accounts not closed, no. Are you getting my point? Have you closed the books or not yet closed now? अभी तक नहीं close किया ना? क्या प्रॉब्लम है? करेक्ट ना? हाँ, बैक डेट एंट्री पास करके आ जाओ. आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? आराम से कर सकता. कर दीजिए. दैट्स इट. Okay, you can, those items are this. Okay, for the time being that explanation. But don't worry, every example mein I'll tell that. What is happening subsequently, you must be getting more information, more clarity about what was existing on 31st March. Right. So non-adjusting means what, sir? No situation, no condition exists. It's purely correct. I purchased another company on 30th April. It's purely related to 30th correct April. The next financial year, 22 23. There is nothing correct now. I was never having a control of other company, and that company is unrelated to me on 31st March. That's why it is non-adjusting. You are not supposed to record it. Correct now? That is non-adjusting event. Shall we handle some question? Example, I told you E concept with examples, it will be beautiful. Without example, it will be dry. Okay, right. Chalo, my dear. Let's get into example number one. What is example number one, my dear? Example number one, may right. Simple example I would like to start with. Correct. So this is our time period. What is that time, sir? Yeah. Look at the screen. In the month of January, we sold goods to Mr. X. Okay, worth of 5 lakh goods sold it. Okay, nice. And has he paid you on 31st March? No, sir, he has not yet paid. Right. Do you know him? I know him, sir, is a very nice person. He'll pay me regularly. Good guy. I gave him 3 months credit, so he's still not yet paid. Not a problem. Generally, he'll give. That's why I made him debtor. Debtor balance sheet mein debtor 5 lakh rupees is appearing in the balance sheet. Is that clear? Excellent. Now, what has happened? On 30th 6, yes, on 30th 6, we got some news, which is bad news to the company. What is the bad news? That guy became bad debt. Insolvent हो गया. Insolvent हो गया तो पशु पैसा वसूल नहीं कर सकता हम. Correct ना? It is being given to a liquidator or somebody, court appointed person, receiver we call. Many names are there. Okay, some court will appoint a person. That person say you have to collect the money if there is something. नहीं तो चिल्लर आएगा. ओके, छोड़ दीजिए, कुछ नहीं आएगा करके ले लो, कंफर्म करो. Now my question. My books are closed on which date? 31st August, every example of mine. I already told you. Correct? Now, is it a last bad debt to me? Or at least a big doubtful to me? Correct. Big doubtful, you can say anything. Where do you record this doubtful debts? Correct. Okay, fine. Why did it happen? Suddenly, he was good, you told 31st month, suddenly kya ho gaya? Within 2 months. So suddenly some fire accident like this happened. Everything gone. Correct. He's left with only ash. Got my point? Now the question. Can I record the journal entry for provision for doubtful debts as on 31st March? Because books are still open. Yes, no, not applicable, and why? Why also important? Sorry? Event occurred after the balance. Fire accident is an event. Okay. Before that, my question, simple question. Event occurred after the balance sheet date fully correct. Was there any link on till 31st March? No, sir. I started on 31st March. Correct. Nothing like that. It is no situation, no condition on 31st March. And again. Balance sheet should talk about the financial position as on 31st. Correct. Na? Balance sheet is not horoscope. I told number of times. On that day, is it receivable data, bad data? Good or bad? Good. Then why should I make a provision for last year? Why should my last year P&L should get the hit? ये समझ में आ रहा है? हाँ, ऐसा. Correct ना? So why should I correct ना? This all happened because of the independent event took place subsequently. Correct ना? Independent event that has no connection with the 31st March or last year. So क्यों charge करना? Charge it in the next year. Right? समझ में आया? Suppose इधे example. Let us prepone the fire. March month में it happened fire accident. Now what is your answer? But I was not aware. फायर एक्सीडेंट हो गया कुछ मुझे मालूम नहीं था इसीलिए मैं प्रोविजन फॉर डाउटफुल एंट्री पास नहीं किया 31st March. 30th 6 I got the notice as usual. Now tell me, can I record this loss of bad or whatever it is? Shall I record on 21, 22, 22, 23? Which year? Or adjusting, non-adjusting? Adjusting, non-adjusting? Sure, exactly. Adjusting. Why means? It was already not receivable. I was not aware. If I was aware, I only would have recorded. You don't need to tell this. Information, news came late. But thank God my books are not closed. So I can record at least now. Are you getting my point? That is the beauty of this point. Now look at, as you people rightly said, no, correct. And why, sir? Why means as on 31st March, it's a good date. Correct now. Why should I book a loss for last year? Papa, he became bad subsequently. That hit should go to next year, but not to the last year. Hello, correct? Right. Same example, I am showing it to you. Same example, the preponement solve. That's it. Okay, nothing else. Correct na? See, now fire accident happened on March month. Hello, correct? So now what should I do? Adjusting or non adjusting? Exactly, adjusting as we spoke. Correct now? Why adjusting, sir? Yes, same. It was doubtful date on 31st March. Correct now? So that's why it is adjusting. If we had this information before also, we only would have recorded information late. That's why that. Are you comfortable so far? What is the definition of adjusting we spoke? Situations or conditions that exist on balance sheet date, events occurring after the balance sheet date, give more clarity or more information regarding those situations or conditions. Correct, na? Are you getting my point? Exactly. So that is perfectly suitable. Look at example number 3. Correct. What is this example? E line will continue throughout. Right. So now tell me, in the January month, we received a demand notice from GST department. Ray, come and pay me 5 crores. You already cheated enough money. Come. Correct na? Come and pay 5 crore rupees. They got a demand notice. Demand means no discussion. Come first. Okay. Otherwise, go to court. Okay, we went to court. Okay. And in court, correct na? Obviously, lawyer will be there. You and me, chartered accountants you cannot argue there. But one good thing is there, a chartered accountant can be a lawyer. Yes. In office, chartered accountant office, you can do practice both. Chartered accountant cannot be a company secretary. He can pass, but he cannot practice. I can pass all three. CA, CWL, everything I can pass. Are you getting my point? But I can practice only one profession. Any one you what you want. I can be chartered practicing or company secretary or CFA. Got my point? But if you are a lawyer, no, I can practice both simultaneously. You can have two visiting cards. You have financial problem, take this card. Oh, some legal issue, take this card. Correct. So business from two sides. No, one, some of my students have become lawyers also. They are working under big lawyers in Delhi. They are drawing more than 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees per month as a employee under another big lawyer. His father is a chartered accountant here, practicing good, but he did not like it. Son didn't like. Okay. and he is a broad-minded person. Go whatever you like. He left. That guy become correct, na? Okay, that is their choice. But you have a choice. Huh? Right. Listen, it's in High Court. Correct na? High Court may what is my lawyer is telling, sir? Lawyer says 70% chances we win. We have seen such kind of cases many, Ravi. Any scene, everywhere we only won. So 70% chance, pakka you will win. 100 cases में 70 we will win. Hardly 30% chance to lose. Something like that he is telling. Fine. So tell me, do you want to make a provision based on the lawyer's explanation? No. Correct. Is it probable or possible? Probable. To win or lose? Probable to win. That's mean you are not liable, na? That's all. That's why what did I do? I didn't pass any journal entry. No provision made. But subsequently, what has happened? We got a bad news. What is the bad news? 31st May, judge said, correct, now judge gave a verdict against us. He said, shut up first and pay. Hello, understood? He told something like that. Okay, done. So I have to pay. I ended up paying 5 crore rupees. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? हाँ, बोलो 5 crore rupees. अब क्या करना? Is it adjusting or not adjusting? Question normal. Adjusting, not adjusting. Seriously, why not adjusting? Huh? Clarity or something not existing on 31st March. That's why non adjusting you are telling. Okay, fine. Anybody would like to say existing with reason? All non existing, huh? The morning everybody said existing. Okay, why you think so? Not convinced. Please. Not required. That is a contingent liability. Correct. Adjusting. Why? 30% based due to accounting. Yes, please. On 31st March. Then why do I make a provision now? No, if you are not liable on 31st March, then don't record. See, balance sheet should talk about position of 31st March. Were you liable on 31st March? That's all. If you are liable, record it. If you are not liable, don't record. If you want to write a note disclosure like a contingent liability and all, you can do it. Contingent liability is information given to members. What do you say? That anybody? Yes, please. Adjusting event because it's last year related claim. That's all event. Fine. Yeah. Answer is adjusting it. Why adjusting? The thing is, I can tell you in simple 1 to 3 ways may 1 to 3 ways may we can answer it. Point number one. See, whatever lawyer told, lawyer cannot confirm things. Lawyer can express his opinion. That's all. Agree or not? Right. Lawyer told you will win. Within 2 months, judge said no, you lost it. That itself is giving a clarity that my lawyer was wrong. Agree or not? That means what does it mean? That means my company was liable on in the month of January itself. Court told means what? We cheated government. That means you cheated on 31st, 30th, 6th, 31st May cheated. You cheated in the month of January itself. January itself. One simple example. You wrote exam in November. Correct. You most all of you are going to November exam. Correct. Result came in the month of January. If anybody asks you, when did you pass? November or January? Why not January? Result came, no. Or is result date? Result date is not the one. If they have corrected on the same, so about 2 to 5 o'clock, you wrote exam. 5 o'clock, if they start correcting, that day only actually you passed. They are taking time because it's not you are the only one student. Hello, understood? So here means, here when did you lose case? Last on the day one itself you lost it. You already cheated government, you are liable to pay them 5 crore rupees in the month of January. That means you are already liable on 31st March. Are you getting my point? Already you were liable. I was not aware because I followed my lawyer. Correct. Now, subsequently, I got to know my lawyer is wrong. Understood? Thoda deep one. Okay? नहीं तो नहीं आएगा. Judgment is proving that lawyer's estimation is not correct. Then obviously it is adjusting event. Have you understood? It went bounce. Understood. Okay. Now, what is the entry you record on 31st March now? Provision entry means debit what? Provision debit. Debit what? Expend loss? No, that is a loss. Court case means a loss. Correct, na? Some legal expense account. Debit. Correct, na? Obviously. To pro GST payable. Provision for GST. Something you can record it. Hello, understood? Right. Example number 4. Dekho. In the month of March, we made a provision for power bill, power expenditure. How much you made? Journal entry, power expense account debit to power payable, power bill payable, something like that. 4 lakh, 4 lakh we made. Subsequently, we got a bill. Correct. Now, how much bill came? The 4.75 lakh came. How you got recently? You know. Okay. Yeah. So something like that. 4.75 lakh bill came. Now what to do? Is it adjusting or not adjusting? How do you account? 0.75 क्या करना? Power bill is telling very clearly that your estimation of 4 lakh rupees is wrong. Books are not yet closed. What's the problem? Correct yourself, na? Time bhi hai na? Correct karo. That's it. That's why it is adjusting event. Correct na? Subsequent bill is giving a clarity about your liability. You are actually liable for 4.75. You don't know all those nonsense things. That's why your estimation is 4 lakh. Correct na? Bill aa gaya. Correct kar do at least now. That's all. Hello, understood? Right. Let's go to the next example. Example number 5. So 31st March 2022, financial year 21, 22, 22, 23, correct. Board of Directors proposed a dividend of 5 crore rupees for the financial year 2021, 22. Last year's dividend they proposed in the current year. Have you understood? Oh, yes. Now, is it adjusting? So when should I pass the proposed dividend journal entry? What is the journal entry if you declare dividend? Retained earnings account debit to dividend payable. Excellent. What is the entry? All of you tell. Retained earnings account debit to exactly dividend payable. Perfectly all right. So now the question is correct now. So shall I record this entry now on 31st March, 30th 6? Now you think and answer. 30th June, 31st March. That is what I am asking. Yes, my dear. So when should I record? We don't record on both the dates. Correct na? Is it proposed or declared? Proposed. So proposal is one side. Correct na? Obviously one sided. When members agree, that will become resolution. Agree or not? तो that is still AGM में approval होना. I mean तब तक. Obviously you cannot say I am liable to anybody. One by my simple question is this. Correct. If you have recorded entry, you already told. Retained earnings account debit to dividend payable, you would have recorded. Correct now. But one by basic question, is it a liability on balance sheet? Can any members of the company can come and catch my collar, hey, pay my money? How can you come? Correct now. Come to AGM that day if it is approved. Correct now. Within 1 week or 10 days, I will pay the money as per the law. That's all. Hello, understood? Right. So obviously I was not liable. When I am not liable, you are not supposed to record. Yeah. Somebody can say, sir, this is related to 21, 22. No. Our financial statement 21, 22 na. इसीलिए matching. Why not matching? Tell me. But matching concept you are actually misleading. Correct. Excellent. It is not expenditure or income to match. Expense should match with income. Dividend payment is not expense. Dividend payment is appropriation of profit. A matching dabba rule, that is. Okay, na? A matching concept rule applicable for income and expenditure, my dear, not for this. Can you go through this? And the exception here. What is the exception here, my dear? I told you in the first slide or second slide, non-adjusting event should be disclosed in the board's report. But this is an exception to the this is an exception. That's why board of directors report may know if it is proposed dividend should be part and parcel of notes. This is the requirement of schedule 3. Schedule 3 mein which whatever is told that you are supposed to follow anyhow. Hello, understood? Yes. Schedule 3 set disclose it in the notes. We'll disclose only that exception. Rest all that's it. Hello, understood? Right. Look at this next example, my dear. Example number 6. What is example number 6? Yep. 31st March. In the month of February, we started negotiating to acquire another company. Okay. Is there something concluded on 31st March? No, no conclusion happened. But subsequently, what has happened, sir? In the month of April, we bought the other company. We got into agreement, everything is done. Now, so when should I account for this? When should I account for this? 22, 23, 21, 22 na? Exactly. 21, 22, no. 22, 23. Yes, that is non-adjusting event. What is it, this event? Non-adjusting. But is it material or not? That's why where are you supposed to disclose? Board's report. All board's report except proposed dividend. Proposed dividend is a exception to the basic rule. Hello, understood? Yes, disclose in the board's report. It is non-adjusting event anyhow. Hello, understood? Example number 7. Yes, example number 7, just have a look at it. Yeah, we have current investments, correct? And as per accounting standard 13, how do you measure the current investment, my dear? Cost or FMV, whichever is lower. Excellent. Cost or FMV, whichever is lower. Say my cost is equal to, example, correct? Not NRV, obviously. My cost is equal to 1000 rupees. FMV is equal to 1250. Whichever is lower means what? 1000. That's why in the balance sheet, if I prepare a balance sheet like this, I will record investment, current investment, 1000 rupees I record. Are you comfortable so far? Correct. But what has happened? No, on 30th, I mean, the day I was closing the books, that is 31st August, investment value आज देखा तो 800 rupees को आ गया. 800 छोड़ दो, 80 rupees को आ गया. Shall I change that 1000 rupees to 80 rupees or let it continue at 1000? Is it adjusting? Non-adjusting. Sure, why non-adjusting? How do you link that? What is the situation of 31st March? कुछ है इसीलिए value went down करके कैसा link कर सकता? Hello, understood? See Adani share 4500, 600 something was there. Today 4400 and odd. It went to 1000. It went to 1000. Got my point for few minutes. Again came back. Right? It went to 1000. That was the situation. Correct. Now, what is there inside, what is not there, that is not our discussion. Let's not get into that matter. But point is nothing. I don't know what situation was in 31st March and how do you link it? It's impossible to link. That's why we said it's purely what is that my dear non-adjusting event. Correct. Now, daily market mein something goes up and down. Why it is going up and down? Tell me. How can you tell, yaar? 5 crore to 10 crore, 5 crore to 10 crore people are trading in the market out of 140 crores. Correct now. What is the mindset of 10 crore people? What do you analyze? Everybody will have one different kind of thinking. Correct now. I'm selling Reliance share company, Reliance share, I'm selling it to him. What I will be thinking is a fool, yeah, purchasing value will come down. May thinking. What he is thinking, Ravikants are only fool actually. Correct. Na? Actually, value will go up. He is thinking. Obviously, market means two mindsets must be there. Otherwise, the buying, selling cannot happen. Hope you understood. That's all. So impossible to tell and analyze. Correct. If I can do that, why will I sit here first of all? Correct. Na? I will be sitting in the market only all the time. Right. That is impossible thing. Okay. Na? Chod do. This is one good example. Example number 8. Yes. This is 31st March 2022. Correct. What has happened, sir? We received a check, piece of check, like check at the correct na? Dated, actually, what is the date, sir? Date is 31st March 2022 likha udhar. Yeah, my customer wrote a check on my company name and he's posted it. Courier. Courier wala gave it to me on 2nd April. Yeah, obviously it takes 1 or 2 days time. Depends on the distance. Second day, I mean 2nd April aa gaya. Now my question is, when should I record it? Shall I record it in the on 31st March record karna kya? On 2nd April record karna. March or April? Huh? Why March? Why April? Both you tell. April. क्यों April में? Control of asset came on April, so I'll record on 2nd April. That guy is telling. Next, why 31st March? You tell anybody. I listen. There is no liability. It is receipt from customer. I told customer wrote a check and sent it to me. I received on 2nd April. Yes. 1 second, let me listen. We have not received on 31st March. I wrote very clearly. Received on 2nd April. Okay, that guy he posted and called you also. Tell me now. Then 31st March. Okay, it's all accounting is based on calls, is it? I don't know. That's why. Some this. How can I record? What do you want me to record? Bank account debit to debtor. 31st March. Obviously, no bank. My money came. Where is bank? Do I have check in hand? No, not even one piece is there in hand. Then how can I say bank account debit? Correct. Na? Check in hand, not deposited. Still you record. I agree to you. But piece of paper is not under your control. That is under the control of postman. Correct. No. Cash and how can you say cash in? Cash in transit is only between the branch and head office situation. My cash in transit. Oh, recently branch have over. My impact is there. Still in transit. Uh, Come out of it. That's only between the head office and branch. With outside party, in transit cannot work. No, ma. When you want to say asset, what is asset? Asset is a resource controlled by the entity arising from past year. Expected future economic benefits. Exactly. Hello, understood? Correct. Where do you have control on 31st March? When you don't have control on 31st March, then how can you say it's my asset? Got my point? Yes, that's all. So, do you have control over? No. So, you cannot record on 31st March. Correct? Na? Then obviously 2nd April you have to record it. Let the data be there in the balance sheet. What is your problem? Correct? Na? Ha. Backdate, how can you do backdate? On 31st March, you don't have control over the paper. It is not your check. Once it comes to my hand, then that is my money. Till that date, it is not my money. Okay, right? You cannot say that is your money. When you get the money only, you should book that. Hmm. It will be still continuing as BR only. 31st March. On 31st March, BR it will continue. Once the money comes, we'll change it. Cash account debit to BR will book it. That's all. Whatever position was there, 31st March will continue in the same position. Hello, okay, na? Right. Do one thing. Right. Any question? Right. Can you make a note? Because we have some more exceptions. Another 6, 7 slides are there. Right. No, it's okay. First you write it. This much you complete it. And after writing, yes, let's go. And my suggestion, thoda, improvise your speed. This is not required. Okay. Start with here. Make it faster. Yes, my dear. Let's continue the discussion. That is exceptions. Correct? Exception. What do you mean by exception? What do you mean by exception? Exception first meaning what? Even though it is non-adjusting event, still will account as adjusting. That is the meaning here. Okay, what did I say? Tell me. Even though it is non-adjusting event, still we account it as adjusting. Have you understood? Correct. That is the first meaning. Under what circumstance? They have given two circumstances. May they be. Go through the sentence, my dear. What does it says? Even though it is a non-adjusting event, it will be considered as adjusting event and it will be accounted on the balance sheet date. Got it? That is our super. Now, what is the situation? First situation is statutory requirement. That is as per the law. Correct? Na? As we learnt already long ago. What is that you learnt? Accounting standard cannot override the law. Correct? Na? Law is always supreme. So, if law says that no, you account it, account it. You can't do anything. That is what. Why this statute requirement? Obviously, accounting standards cannot override the law. At the same time, right now there is no problem. There is no clash, and let us also not create a clash. Okay, right. So I don't have examples for you. Fine. So now next one is what? Subsequent events which are affecting the going concern assumption. What did I say, my dear? Subsequent events which are creating the going concern assumption. I mean, affecting the going concern assumption means something happened subsequently. There was a going concern on 31st March, but some event situation, something corona, something came, some event happened. Government banned my products. Well understood. My company closed only. Subsequently, everything happened overnight. Oh, don't know what should I do, my dear, under this case. That is adjusting or non-adjusting? No, no, purely non-adjusting. Strictly speaking, non-adjusting. But it is affecting the going concern assumption. Hello, correct? Na? You can't say next year you will account. Where next year? Next year you will not be there only. Agree or not? So this kind of information, correct? Now we will give caution. Caution नहीं account करना पड़ेगा. Correct ना? क्यों means this is of high value information. Correct? Yes. So look at the example, my dear. This is our example. Okay. Yeah. 31st March 22 last year, current year. Correct na? After 31st March, major fire broke. We lost everything. Okay. Okay, fine. So do you have at least money? No, no money is there. At least have you taken any insurance? No, sir. Insurance also illa, sir. तो कैसे स्टार्ट करेगा तुम लाइफ करेक्ट ना फुल खत्म हमें ऑल द साइड्स एवरीथिंग इज क्लोज्ड हेलो समझ में आया हाँ नाउ व्हाट शुड आई डू करेक्टली स्पीकिंग इज एडजस्टिंग और नॉन एडजस्टिंग नॉन एडजस्टिंग बट स्टिल यू शुड कंसीडर adjusting if it is adjusting you should account it as on 31st March 2022 account करना if you account on 31st March if there is no going concern assumption do you remember AS1 AS1 correct now fundamental accounting assumption going concern if there is no going concern assumption all assets and liabilities should be measured at net realizable value and if there is any gain or loss that should be transferred to P&L. We spoke this on AS1 correct now I hope yes many people are remembering also considering as adjusting as there is no going concern assumption. Please are you understood I hope you understood and if you take that if it is correct now even if it is not adjusting and assets and liabilities should be measured at NRV and if there is any gain or loss that also should be charged to P&L. Of which year? 21 22. Even though event happened after 22 still it is supposed to be accounted in 21 22 only. Is that clear? Exactly. So now, so example, sometime what happens? They will say simply two lines. Major fire broke. Okay. And no other information is given. Now, how do you handle the situation? You'll assume. What you'll assume? No going concern. Correct. Okay. Why you assume only one? Assume both, no? Give both. When he's silent, he's diplomatic. Correct. Now, you also should be diplomatic. How you should be diplomatic? Assuming there is no going concern assumption. Assuming this major fire is not affecting going concern assumption. मेरे पास insurance है, मेरे पास पैसा है, bank account है, correct ना? I have a lot of investments are there. I can sell and I can restart my business. If not this business, some other business, my company can start. Hello, understood. Going concentration is not that easy like what you take it in the books. Correct. No. Textbook में क्या decision लेता? Practically, it's a big decision. Not over a time. I mean, just like that, you can't do. I hope you understand. Right? Diplomatic answer. What I mean to say. Right now, right? You take both the situations. Correct. Now, assuming that there is no going concern assumption, then obviously you have to measure it at NRV on the balance sheet date and charge it to profit and loss account. And you explain the next situation also. You told major, मुझे मालूम है ये कितना major है. Correct ना? Is that major which will be closing my company only in the near future? If you feel that no, it's not that big effect, then we say it is a non-adjusting event, but it is a major above, right? So disclosure डाल देंगे. Correct ना? Under the board of directors report. Have you understood? Seriously, right? That is the important part. Right, major fire broke. One more small question. So, but you have got insurance. Insurance coverage कुछ है. So what is your now conclusion ना assumption ना? Conclusion. Why assumption? पैसा आया ना, आने वाला था ना. आएगा, पैसा आएगा. We repeat our life once again. Maybe same business, another business. पैसा है तो कुछ कर सकता. क्या रे? First hair होना ना. Style we can. Whichever style you want. Hair है नहीं सर. खाली सर. Correct ना? ललिता ज्वेलर्स. He can't do that style. So this is the matter. So consider as non-adjusting. I hope you understand. Disclose if material is correct. Obviously, it is material. Board of directors report में डाल दीजिए. Here it is correct. Non-adjusting. Disclose in the board of directors report. One last slide. Actually, we are done with the standard. Yeah, देखो इधर. Last year, current year books are closed. 31st August books board of directors upload the financial statement. Now my accountant is coming like this. We found some expenses last year. Already board signed. What you will do? Ask him to resign first. You waste dash fellow. What were you doing there? All these 5 months, correct na? So it's okay. Simply silly and silly, correct na? Okay. Don't ask resignation and all. And it's okay. कुछ क्या हो सकता? Now what should I do? Tribunal. Yo, 25,000 rupees tribunal you should go. He nothing doing. Book in the next year. That's why you want to go to tribunal and they will take another additional money. Again, now you have to upward. That's not see tribunal and all. When somebody's tribunal says to restate the financial statements, you will go to tribunal. Not only tribunal, subsequently you have to present it to the members. GM लेके आना call करना. It's not a small thing. Appa. That level don't bring up all your law experience and all. Don't share it here. Correct na? Right. So what should I do, sir? What should I do? Nothing to worry. Current year record. Last year book closed. Current year full khali. Record here. But we'll write it. We'll tell very clearly. This is prior period. Last year का expenditure. थोड़ा information देना. नहीं है तो क्या? I mean क्या सोचेगा लोग? You so much expense you spent. Correct ना? You current year profit कमी reduced. You can correct ना? People can think like that. Right? Information दे दो उसको. Last year. That we'll discuss after the break. That is yes. That's a discussion is part and parcel of AS5. That's all, my dear. This is a very small standard. And what you should do? My standard is over. Correct now. You have got a accounting standard BDG book, no? A book you are supposed to open, not now at home. All the examples, almost every example which is there in the textbook as a concept capsule, it's already there here. अरे समझ में आ रहा है? It's already there. So since it is already there, correct. One time if you read it, na, you will feel comfortable. Yeah, this The minute you say earthquake, right, earthquake we already discussed. ये discuss हो गया. Question पढ़ दिया तो को. Sometime what you should do? Correct. Answer yes, adjusting or non-adjusting. I concluded here. But कैसे लिखना? The skill. Correct na? Skill. You should see the question, hide the answer, rough paper ले लो, लिखो. लिखना, you write only skill will come. Not by yes or no, yes or no, okay, yes or no, the other one will be there. Correct. Not adjusting or non-adjusting only will be there. That way you will not get. Only by writing. First you should write as per accounting standard, one adjusting is equal to this is the event situations or conditions adjusting on the first match, events occurring after the balance sheet. It gives more clarity information regarding those situations, conditions. In the given circumstance, how you write the law? In the given circumstance, fire accident happened. Correct. A simple language, nothing. Only first paragraphs, little bit of what are you supposed to do? Standard language you bring. Second paragraph, third paragraph, simple, normal language. Normal language. In the given circumstance, fire accident took place after 31st March. Correct, na? So the debtor is super good person only as on 31st March. So why should I book the loss? So that's why it is non-adjusting event. If it is material, you would have disclosed in the board of directors report. Correct. Conclusion एक line लिखो, that's it. Simple language. If you write, full mark will come. If you are confused and try to confuse other party, zero will come. Okay, right. Simple explanation, simple language only. Correct. End of the day, when you write something, other party should understand what you meant. Correct. Now, if I try to show my English expertise, hey, English class, correct. No, accounts class. That's all. That clarity you should have in mind. Chalo. Take down. And as I said, after going home, 30 to 45 minutes, you can close the standard. All question and answers, most of the things I have already brought it in the name of example. Okay, but first run through once. Later take one question, rough paper लेके try करो. Daily at least 4 questions I will try accounting standards. 2 questions from morning standard, 2 questions from evening standard. Try करेंगे मैं. करो ना. 4 into 8 at least 32 questions को you try कर दिया. Automatically some or other development तो will be there. No? If you don't even start with, then don't expect any development. You will be there only. Think about what I said. Hope you understood. Right, buddy. That's it.